How do you get into developing property and like how does that happen? But before you do that, take me through like growing up in Philly and that whole situation.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I grew up in Philly.
You got some hustle about you, and I can't figure
Yeah,
out why.
always. Oh, it comes from like my dad and his whole side of the family. Like, you know, everybody was always into something. You never quite knew what they were into, but everyone always had a couple dollars in their pocket.
Yeah,
So it was kind of like, if you wanna get anything, you kind of got to put in the work. Like, no one really was just giving me money,
yeah,
And for me, like I just used to watch my dad. Who was just a hustler in all forms of that definition of that word. You know what I'm saying? So, I would see him wake up incredibly early, go do the crane thing, go flip cars, go do whatever he had to do after work. He was never coming home until like 9 o'clock. I never saw him pretty much.
yeah,
But what I admired and what I as an adult now is like before they split, my parents, we always had food, we always had nice clothes, always had kind of the better of everything, but still like living in the hood a little bit. So I call it like the best of both worlds.
yeah,
Like you kind of get the like what the galvanization of like living in low income would be like, but
yeah,
then what nice things are.
yeah,
So that's kind of like the perfect recipe to like build a hustler.
yes,
And it's like you can see what's attainable, but you're not there.
yeah.
But you kind of just need to walk the
You're,
steps.
you're you're close enough to see it to feel it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
I had a similar situation, very
yeah,
similar. But go ahead,
it's
keep
like
going.
like I wouldn't tell anybody I grew up, like wealthy, definitely not. But one thing that really helped mold me to like development was actually by an accident. Like I went to school, I went to private boarding school in high school. My mom kind of sent me away from the city. She didn't know what to do with me.
Yeah,
Because I had older brothers who were getting in trouble and younger siblings who were getting in trouble. And I was gonna be an economics like dude, like working in an office somewhere. I quickly realized that was not for me. So, like even in college, I played soccer. So, the commitment of sports, like I never could really have a job. So, I was flipping whatever on eBay. I was flipping car parts. I was doing like random house jobs on the side just to get a few dollars in my pocket.
yeah,
During college, and then you graduated, you start to like think like all your friends are going, to work for JP Morgan or whatever it may be. And I just knew right away. I took a job right out of college helping someone in Hainesport, New Jersey, like just be a laborer, bro.
yeah.
Like I still remember my first day in construction. I like loaded 400 by 4s out the truck and that was like my whole day. You
Wow.
know what I'm saying? He was just like, go ahead and do that. And this is like someone with a college degree. Like how humble could you be?